20 years ago, Grace Fellowship was launched to help fully connect people to God, His church, and His world. Within that time frame, we have seen hundreds of individuals come to Christ and believers grow in their faith. We have given hundreds of thousands of dollars to build the kingdom in places like Haiti, India, Kenya, and Cambodia. We have shared the gospel, fed the hungry, housed the orphans, and cared for those struggling with their hurts, habits, and hang-ups. And the grace we have experienced to this point in our history is just the beginning of what God wants to accomplish in this place throughout the world.
There's nothing better than watching a life change and seeing that life turn around and share what they've experienced with somebody else.
It is exciting because of the enthusiasm that not only in the staff but in the congregation. And you can feel it, and this church is on the move.
When I started coming to Grace, the sermons are just, they're mind-blowing.
Something that has really been a highlight for me while I've been here at Grace is all the baptisms that go on. It's really neat to see.
We drive 29 miles to this church because the atmosphere here, the ministries that they offer, the style of worship, the freedom that you can have to be who you are. We've never experienced that before, nor is there any church between here and there that offers that.
Today, we are on the threshold of a new season of growth and effectiveness in our ministry. Over the past 3 years, we have grown by 50% in attendance. Our parking lot is full, our auditorium is packed, and our children's ministry space is overflowing.
We are out of children's ministry space. There is no area in the building for infant care. Our nursery is overflowing with kids. Our Maliki Land ministry is crowded. There is virtually no age category that isn't out of space. And so it's absolutely mission critical that we expand the children's ministry area because families are coming. The ministry is awesome. We're meeting the need, and that's why they're coming. But we just don't have any more space for them. And so it's absolutely critical that we expand the children's ministry area. We've been in this building 3 years, but now we're at the point where it's obvious to us again. Our children's ministry is maxed out in space. Our adult worship space is at capacity. Our parking lot is full every Sunday morning. And so anybody that drives into our parking lot, walks into our building, has children in the ministry, it's obvious to them that we need to do something.
When you hear the phrase, "I'm all in," the person is saying, everything I've got. You've got my attention. You've got my support. You've got my time, talent, and treasure. I'm all in, wholly, completely, entirely. All that I am, all that I've got. When Jesus walked this earth, He was looking for followers who were all in. Followers who would drop their nets, leave their homes, sell their possessions, and forsake their own dreams to fulfill the most dynamic, the most fulfilling, the most significant mission in the history of the world.
Grace Fellowship exists to fully connect people to God, His church, and His world. That has been the case for the last 20 years. In the next 5 years, I don't see that changing. All I see changing is the expanse of our ministry, possibly the numbers of people that are participating in ministry. We want people connected in relationship. We want people serving with their gifts. We want people compassionate about the world around them. And we've been doing that for 20 years.
I would say we're going to continue to grow. We're not going to just hold lightly and say enough is enough. I think if God gives us a direction to keep growing, we're going to grow.
Our ministry's packed full of volunteers, and just keeping it all about Christ and showing that love to each other and others.
Grace Fellowship to me is just one big family, but there's going to be a lot more growth, a lot more excitement.
People are coming. The building is full. In order to expand our ministry and keep doing the things that God has called us to do, we just need to make more room for them.
The opportunity to invest and participate in kingdom growth couldn't be more vital, and it couldn't be more timely.
When Jesus called His disciples, they dropped their nets, they left their homes, they sold everything to follow Him. and God is calling us to do that now. To be all in means I'm stepping in, I'm jumping in with everything that I have, everything that I am. I'm going to be a part of what God is calling us to do. We're all in, and I challenge everyone that calls Grace Fellowship their home to be all in.
Never before in the history of Grace Fellowship have we faced a more challenging mission and a more promising future. A future that we can embrace together when we are all in.